You want to? Sure? Oh, what up, man? NinKenDo and Schmii.
Is your mic on?
Yeah, my mic's on. You can't really hear. You can't hear in the headset, which is why I'm doing this.
Ah, okay.
Makes my life easier.
Well, you got a loud enough voice for me to hear with the headphones. Okay, so this seems like the real thing.
Oh yeah, no hand warmers whatsoever. Gonna go in, gonna try to play some Dr. Mario. Gonna try to get away from a Falco, try to find our space.
I have not seen NinKenDo with Dr. Mario. Usually it's Falco Fox.
He keeps telling me he likes Dr. Mario. He keeps telling me he believes in the potential of Dr. Mario, especially the power of the up B cancel. I'm gonna keep my opinion aside and say this is doable. It's aggravating. Yeah, he has. It's aggravating for Doc, but it is totally doable, especially since he has one extra tool to deal with lasers.
The cape?
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense.
And it really doesn't matter which way you cape it. That's something a lot of people don't realize is that the reflect box for the cape actually covers Doc. The hitbox to the cape is the actual cape that you see.
Is it the same with Mario?
Yes. The actual box that reflects extends around him. So it doesn't matter if you cape forwards or backwards.
I did not know that. That sounds very useful. It makes me want to play Doc a little bit more.
It's something you actually need to know when you play against the Lynx. Because if you try to cape bombs forward, you run the risk of them hitting it with the actual cape and making the bomb explode. But if you cape backwards, there's never a hitbox back there, so you can never make a bomb explode. Yeah, with all this being said, trying to catch up to Schmii, who's trying to put his mitts on Kendo. He's been doing okay. He's racked up a decent amount of damage, but he's still one stock down, trying to find his way out of the corner.
Sometimes you can kill really early with Falco, but sometimes it's hard to get that final hit.
Oh, yeah. You can rack up so much quick damage, but the problem is when you start putting them in the percents to where you can't really string anything together, where we're at right now, so you have to start like fading away from stuff, got to start shying away from lasers. Shine doesn't mean too much, just like you see. So you start getting, I guess, that desperate. You get up B desperate.
Gotta kill him on the ceiling with a shine up B.
You try to. You should never really be able to hit anybody with that as long as you DI the shine away. But with the way the characters are, you can double shine. That's something that some Florida Falcons like to do.
Yeah, 159 is probably a little. I haven't seen the force much.
No, not at all. At this point, I don't blame him for not going to it because if he misspaces it, that should be a shield punish. But we get the first one off the board. The question is, can we get away from the grab? Ooh, that fraudulent duck. That was not a real percent for it, but doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. We got the stock. It's nice two-stock lead.
He seemed like he's using a laser gun.
No, he's kind of shied away from it. Probably got a few too many reflecting in his face. Doesn't want anything to do with it.
Yeah, but it's such an essential part of Falco's game.
It is, but if you're gonna play Falco, you also have to understand like when and where you can use it against somebody who has easy ways to deal with it. And even though in this matchup, the cape should actually be the liability for Doc, if you don't know how to plan around it and adjust according to it, it makes you stop as Falco. So that's something that Schmii's gonna have to look into in his future endeavors into this matchup.
It's all the magical Nair of Docs.
Oh yeah,
the longer it's out, more knocks back.
It starts off weak, starts off small, gets bigger as it goes. The only one in the game that does that.
Match one goes to NinKenDo. Pretty solid play too.
Oh yeah. I mean, you can't disagree with the solid if he gets a 3-stock win, right?
No, you can't.
Thinking where Schmii might want to go for game 2. Opting to go Fountain of Dreams. I'm okay with this choice. Man, I bet somebody wish they would have hit an up B cancel right there. I bet somebody wish they would have hit another up B cancel right there. Man, that move's so good, man. It does everything. That's why I went to down tilt. You want to talk about a garbage move? Hey, you shut up and you play your match. I'm trying to commentate. You want to talk about a trash move? You talk about Doc's down tilt. Like,
I completely agree with that. I know very little about this game.
you know very little about his game. Well, Doc's down tilt. You can pretty much crouch cancel it at any point in time. I mean, you DI down.
It's right behind Doc too, doesn't it?
It does, but it has very little knockback. So, and it has short range. In any situation where you think you want to down tilt, you might as well just down smash if you can't do anything else. It's a pretty garbage move. About as bad as them up B cancels we missed, but we ain't talking about that.
Well, you just missed the cake on Falco. It's harder to cake people with Dr. Mario than Mario, isn't it?
It's not really. It's all about like planning. And he didn't actually miss it, but for where he hit it in the illusion, he actually hit him into hit stun instead of reflecting him.
Okay.
So yeah, by the technical sense, he hit him. It just mistimed it. And that's going to be a punish, especially if you don't jump out of your shine. And your Falco, yeah, that recovery is not the best one you can have. It's a little too short.
I mean, he doesn't have a lot of options to cover.
Against Falco?
Falco doesn't have a lot of options to cover.
Against Doc? Doc's recovery? Yeah, Doc's recovery is pretty weak.
Oh, yeah, I know that, but I was talking about Falco's.
Oh, yeah. It depends on how close you are to the stage. The number one thing you have to do is you have to make sure you keep yourself above the ledge, because if you're forced to up B, you should never make it back because there's no hitbox on it.
There's no hitbox while it's casting.
Mm-hmm.
Or casting, I guess.
While it's charging up, we can go with casting. We're in a day and age where everybody knows what a MOBA is, so we know what a cast time is. We can work with that. But yeah, so your whole game plan against Falco is you try to force him below the stage, make him up B, and he should be done. NinKenDo hasn't had to worry about that too much, but if it comes to it, that's on the table for him.
Falco's been DIing up more, though, so he's prevented himself from that situation.
He's been doing pretty good. We've actually kept this game a lot closer than the last one in this one. Good air dodge back. He didn't think he made it, so he went ahead and threw the side B out. And he's just trying to find his space again. Open that up with a shine. I think he should have went with an up tilt instead of a shine. Yeah, that's it. Mm-hmm. Too far out. Didn't have the DI.
2-0 NinKenDo.
Mm-hmm. Quick.
This is still pulls?
Yep, this is still pulls. I think this is, yeah, NinKenDo 2-0. Man, I wish my streamer was looking. Nice up B cancels, nerd. Uh-huh. That's what they all say.
What frames does that come out at?
I couldn't begin to tell you.
Is it quick or slow?
It's quick.
Could be used as escape mode, I guess.
Well, the thing about the cancel is what you do is you up B. You don't
stay on the ground. Yeah.
He missed both of them. That's all I care about. Up B cancel so good. Up B cancel so good I can't even do it.
I can do it running. I can't do it at a shield consistently.
But it's so good. It's gonna save me from everything.
It's good out of shield against space.
It's good out of shield against space, so I'm not gonna do it.
Because it's hard. That's all that is. I want to mess.
Oh, that's a bad play. I think I'm about almost up, and I'd signed up for Brawl for fun.
Nothing wrong with that. Never know. You could get money out of it.
Who knows?